Hello, this is Abhinav. This project is presented to you by myself and my friend Rhythm. The topic is fallacies. What exactly a fallacy is? A fallacy is the use of invalid or faulty reasoning or wrong moves in the construction of an argument. A fallacious argument may be deceptive by appearing to be better than it really is. So, in this project, we will discuss about three fallacies. First is post hoc ergo propter hoc hasty generalization, and the third one is failing Occam's razor.
The first fallacy is post hoc ergo propter hoc. I walked under a ladder and subsequently stubbed my toe. Did the ladder cause my bad luck? Most of us would laugh at this. The error of inferring causality from two events happening one after another is called post hoc ergo propter hoc fallacy. After this, therefore because of this. This fallacy brings out a misconception in which correlation appears to suggest causation. Here people usually assume that since event Y followed event X, event Y must have been caused by event X. So let us look at a form of this post hoc fallacy. A occurred, then B occurred, therefore A caused B. Everybody who went to moon has eaten chicken. Good grief, chicken makes you go to moon. Looks like everybody who died drank water. So drinking water must be killing people. So is it chicken which makes you go to moon, or is it drinking water that kills people? Neither is true. Post hoc presents a very questionable error in which correlation appears to suggest causality. The fallacy ignores the other potential events that might have caused the later event and simply builds up on a conclusion on the basis of two events that occur after each other. The second fallacy is the fallacy of hasty generalization. When a conclusion is drawn on the basis of a small sample size rather than looking at statistics that are much more in line with the typical or average situation. This is also known as overgeneralization fallacy. So what do we do here? If a sample S is taken from population P, sample S is a very small part of a population P. Conclusion C is drawn from sample S and applied to population P. Let us look at a few examples. Rajiv has been eating fast food for the past 15 years and has no effect on his health. Therefore, it is wrong of us to assume that fast food makes you unhealthy. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this toothpaste. However, I have consulted only 10 dentists. So, a generalized statement suggesting that this toothpaste is the choice of 90% of the dentists is wrong. So, what is the problem with the fallacy of hasty generalization? The generalization made for an entire population by taking into account a part of the population is most likely false because circumstances might be different for different regions. For example, if we take a survey of Telangana and on the basis of that generalize that Telugu is the language of India, then we are arriving at a wrong conclusion. However, it is true for a part, but its generalization for the whole population is false.
The third fallacy is failing Occam's razor. The term Occam's razor refers to the philosophical idea or scientific principle that of any given set of explanation for an event occurring, it is most likely that the simplest one is the correct one. When faced with two opposing explanations for the same evidence, our mind will naturally prefer the explanation that makes the fewest assumptions. Propositions that assumptions should be reduced to their minimum. Thus, if two assumptions seem to be equally valid, the simpler one should be preferred. From this picture, we can conclude that simple solution to a problem diverted our mind from getting a correct solution. In this case, I will like to spend most of my time in leisure and just chilling out. But my professor will choose a complicated way of doing something, which will seem to me absurd now, but will help me in the future. In this scenario, most of us will like to choose our way, which is simple, but it may be wrong. And only few will choose the complex path, which is most probably right. With this, we will like to finish up with our discussion on fallacies. Thank you.